In the next shloka itself, they have defined what is yoga. So the last word has been spoken of in the, so to say, first, because the first is, now I am talking to you about the discipline by which, following which you will attain yoga. Then the first thing is, what is yoga? Unless you define yoga, you cannot proceed further. But definition of the yoga is the last point also. Because whatever is told, you may have know the definition, but to understand what that definition represents, you have to attain yoga. This point you try to understand. This is the beauty of our all entire Sanskrit literature and our Shastras also. Jnana means knowledge. Now knowledge is the sadhana. Sadhana means the pursuit. Siddhi. That means by the pursuit whatever you gain, that is also knowledge. And Siddha also. But when you have this knowledge, you become the knowledge. It is Advaya knowledge. It is not you are knowing the knowledge. Knowledge is different from you. When you know yourself, it is the knowledge of the self. So you become that. Knowing means you become that. So knowledge, when we start knowledge, we are given, oh, this is called the Atma, this is Brahman, this is this, this is that. So it is the jnana that you are taking it as a pursuit. Now you are pursuing knowledge. That means every moment, whatever is spoken of as Atma, whatever the qualities of Atma, you have to acquire those qualities. Otherwise, how will you become Atma? Atma is not this bottle. You can never become the bottle. Atma is about your own self, what you are. So if the Atma is unaffected, you have to understand that I am unaffected. Until you feel that I am unaffected, you cannot say that I have become the Atma. You get it? Similarly, Atma is all pervading. You must have the feeling that there is no difference, I am everywhere, the whole universe is appearing in me. Until that becomes true of you, you cannot say I am the Atma. So, it is a sadhana of expansion. Every moment, embracing more and more, more and more, more and more, and getting more and more refined, more and more subtle. Finally, it is nothing. It is not even becoming expanded or anything, because it is all in you. The whole expansion idea is coming because we are seeing the whole universe. Actually, the whole universe is appearing in the Atma itself. So finally, we have to go to that transcendental level. There we become the Atma. Now then that knowledge, we understand what we have been talking about this Atma all along. Do you get my point? Only then we know what is that Atma. Before that it is only, we have been told about the Atma, some qualities, theory, etc. So like that, yoga also will be defined in the beginning. But until you attain that, you will not know what is this real yoga. But your goal, you will know that this is the yoga, I have to go. So the second verse, it's the second sutra itself is saying, Yogash chitta vritti nirodhaha. Yogaha chitta vritti nirodhaha. Yogaha chitta vritti nirodhaha. Say. Now, two, when you join, that yogaha and chitta vritti, that visarga and cha gets joined, it becomes yogash chitta vritti nirodhaha. Say. Yogash chitta vritti nirodhaha. Nirodhaha means complete stoppage, complete elimination. Nirodhaha. Rodhaha means obstruction, and nirodha means nisheshena rodhaha. That means complete elimination. See, Sanskrit is wonderful. This every word you can go to the etymology and find out the meanings. Rodhaha means you stop something, obstacle. Nirodhaha means complete elimination. Nisheshena rodhaha. There is no question of coming back like that. So he says that chitta vritti nirodhaha. What is to be eliminated? Chitta vritti. Chitta vritti. So we have to know what is chitta vritti. Yogaha chitta vritti nirodha. That means the yoga is actually the elimination of all chitta vritti. That is the definition of yoga. So in the first or in the second sutra itself, he has defined the yoga. Chitta vritti nirodha. Now this you have to understand very well, particularly those who are given to meditative practice and initiated also. This chitta vritti nirodha we are not able to understand very well. People report that Swamiji, I am sitting for meditation, I have no thoughts. But what is to be done after that? I have no thoughts, but what is to be done after that? See, if there is really no thought, nobody has to tell you what is to be done after that. It is such a discovery that nobody has to tell you what is to be done after that. But that means that you are saying there is no thought, means that actually it is not thoughtless state. That you are there and you are not having any thought, that means there is thought. So this vritti we have to understand. Vritti is not only thought, any emotion is vritti. Vritti means the consciousness that we are, the I, the we are, the Atma, Brahman, the consciousness. Whenever there is any formation taking place, any shape, any akara or vikara as we say, that is called vritti. That means any sukha bodha, ananda bodha, that means any feeling of joy, it's a vritti. Any feeling of emptiness, it is a vritti. So when we are saying that I had no thoughts, that means I am that feeling is there. I am that entity as a separate entity, that individuality is still existing there. If it had not existed, then he would not have been in doubt, because that is the time we get fused into the universal consciousness. So it will be such a discovery that our Upanishads speak about it as Avu, Avu. That expression is there in Taittiriya Upanishad. Avu, Avu means Aho Guru, Aho Shastra. These are the expressions given, because it is such a great discovery that I never knew that this is what life is or this is what it is. So he expresses like that. But after that again he becomes silent. That it is the first discovery, like that sonic boom, when it crosses the sound, the speed of sound, the velocity of sound, there is a boom sound coming. Like that, when we go from our usual dual experiences, that is, I am here and I am seeing the world, from there we go to the non-dual experience. It is so much of blissful joyfulness and all that comes after that. So they express like that. After that they become quiet. They become again zero. That kind of an ecstasy will not be there anymore. So this vritti means any such wave, if you say, anything we say will not be right. That whatever forms are taking place in the consciousness, they are vritti. If you feel that I am absolutely still, then also that is a vritti. The last vritti is called Brahmakara vritti. Brahmakara vritti means Brahma Akara vritti. Akara means the vritti takes the shape of the Brahman. Now Brahman doesn't have any shape. Brahman is absolutely shapeless. It is infinitude in a way, you can say, which does not have any fragmentation, any small nothing. But our mind thinking of Brahman, thinking of infinitude, it is taking the shape of that. That is also a thought. That is also a vritti. That is why it is called Brahmakara vritti. Now vritti nirodha means there won't be any vritti at all. So you will not, in that position, you will not say, oh, now I have got the yoga. If you say you don't have the yoga, it cannot be. Because that I separate entity as I feeling as an individual, separate from others, will not be there. That is the fusion they are talking about. That separate I entity will get fused in the universal consciousness. And then when the universe comes back, you will understand that the whole universe is an appearance in that consciousness. Whole universe, which contains my body, mind, personality also. Is it not part of the universe? As I am seeing our other's body, I am seeing my body, mind, personality also. I am knowing it. It's an object before me. Even my mind is an object before me. Thoughts are an object before me. The emotions are object before me because I am coming to know them. I am discovering them. My thoughts I am coming to know. So they are all objects. They are all part of the universe. This whole objectude. Am I clear? Objectude. That means if I say universe, you will think of the external universe. It is not the external. Even the internal universe of thoughts, emotions, everything. The whole objectude is an appearance in the consciousness. That is why you are knowing it, otherwise you won't know. So in that point you will know that the whole universe which contains my body, mind, personality also is appearing in that consciousness. Not in the yoga state, but coming out of that state. In the yoga state there is no thought, nothing. No knowing, no not knowing, nothing. But that experience, the memory of that experience, that works to make us know the truth. So, yogaha chitta vritti nirodha means the absolute freedom from vritti. You can call it even manonasha also in a way, in a sense. That means you cannot call any mind there. Now, in the third verse, he is saying that what is happening there, that when there is no vritti at all in the mind, what is happening at that point? There comes the third sutra. Tada drashtuh swarupe avasthanam.
Ya etat vidurabrita ste bhavanti. Ya etat vidurabritaste bhavanti. Ya etat vidu amritaste bhavanti.